And now we're into part three. I'm just gonna give off conclusions and like try and give off advice on my story and heartbreak. So this will be a conclusion. Part one and part two is just me rambling on like what the fuck's going on. And part three is just my overall conclusion and like how I learned my advice. Um when it comes to losing a friend that much, especially to someone that literally saved your life from an absolute lack of interest of living. Um, it sucks and it's very tough because I've done it, and god damn it, does it fucking hurt. But simply put, let go. Let go and cry it all out. Cry every single drop of tear of love out. Get your heart empty, get your mind empty, and literally feel shallow. But there's a twist. Because once you cry it all out, you start to feel something. And that something is you feeling lifted. And that is the very first stage of you recovering. When I done it myself, and when I cried for 100 minutes this time for Clarissa, because I haven't seen her for fucking 12 years now, going to be 13, right? I sobbed loudly for 20 minutes straight. 20 minutes complete straight compared to like, the 35 minutes, fine. But then I also had basically put around 78, 79 minutes of like me like having like these weaker tears, right? And I was like mumbling quietly of like all the thoughts that we have been, and like trying to control myself at the same time because I moved over from here to the kitchen, and I would like hold my hand onto the sink, and it wasn't like I was like fucking batshit crazy. It was more like me resting on my hands and like just trying to breathe slowly. But every like 5 to 8 to 10 seconds, I would have a little piece of Clarissa here, a little piece of Clarissa there. And when I did it, fuck was it painful and sharp. Fuck was it painful and sharp. A sharp and painful heartbreak. Holy shit, that fucking hurt. And stinged. Quite a lot, actually. It may sound dramatic, but it really felt like a fucking razor sharp blade that hit here. Holy shit, that fucking hurt. But I'm still alive, I'm still here, and if I wasn't here, I would have been making this video, right? So let's move on. For me to like recover the first stage of heartbreak, because there are several stages from what I've learned, and I feel like I've just recently completed it entirely. It takes, for me, it took an entire year, a little bit over. It took like a year and like a few days, but basically a whole year. But it took a whole year for me to entirely recover. But there will be stages of despair, heartbreak, and devastation that you yourself need to battle along with. Now, you could have aid with your family or your friends or a therapist or someone that knows what the fuck's going on. But you yourself is what you have to battle along with. Because this is your despair, this is your sadness, and motherfucker, you need to fight back. You need to fight back against all of this bullshit, all of this like maybe anxiety, but for me it was like despair, right? It was just pure sadness. You need to fight back. It takes a while For the first stage, I felt restored, and then I felt doom and gloom again, right? But I came back, and it took me around 7 or so weeks for me to recover the first stage. I felt normal for a bit. May kicked in. I felt devastated. And what I did for May is that I had to distract myself. And funny enough, you know, I saw Digimon having a massive discount back then. I was like, fuck yeah, this would be perfect for a distraction like me. Now, granted, I could have done like 2 weeks of distraction and like try and finish off the assignment because I had assignments of May, and I didn't do them because I just wanted to completely just drown myself in a distraction. It worked, but it came with a sacrifice because I had to fucking repeat. And it's also a lesson for me for whenever April or May happens. And just in case if I feel that despair again, I'll just come back to my video. I'll come back to past me and say, hey, Alan, I know where the fuck you're going. Don't go there. Don't even try and distract yourself. Just breathe. Take a walk if you need to. Maybe like take a day off. But just come back. And I'm still trying to think of what happened. Like, okay, summer was fucking awesome for me. I really needed summer. Goza was also really fucking cool. Uh, October is when I felt like kind of slow, but that was my fault. But I still wanted to come back to school. And you would make, for me, I had at least one more stage of heartbreak that I need to deal with. And then that would have probably been it for me. But I would still have something that's like missing. Like, I would have still been happy, but there was still like this this emptiness that I don't know what I can fill it up with. I tried filling it up with distraction and it wouldn't fit in. Okay, fine. Maybe I need to fill it in with like some sort of goal. But then I realized even my goal is like empty. You know, even like some of my motivation and some of my inspiration was like kind of empty. And I started to question it because I am a human philosopher, in my opinion. Uh, and I would like question it, like, what the hell's going on? Why is this Why is this starting to get empty? And I start to remember again. It's 2021, and I look at my paper over there. Look at my paper. You can't exactly see it, right? But this is basically. I don't know if it's going to. No, go down, here. So this would be basically put my last moment before I could try and find Clarissa. And I even have, 1 second, if it's still there. Yes, it is. 1 second. So this was just the same piece of paper that you saw over there. Same thing. And March was when I decided to finally let go. And I wrote a fucking poem for her. I wrote a poem for Clarissa. As like my final like farewell. I tried finding her. But at the end of the day, you know, like I tried finding her for 12 years and it wasn't like, you know what, I give up on you. It's more like, hey, I tried trying to find you for 12 years straight. I couldn't find you. I have to retire my search for you. But just in case, hey, just in case, if she ever actually does come back and she does see me, Clarissa, you are more than welcome in my life again. You are more than fucking welcome. And I completely miss you. right? And I get that. So you're gonna have a lot of downs and maybe not a lot of ups. But as long as you have that courage and willing to live and try and do better, even if you fail, I guarantee you, with patience, a lot of patience, trust me, I've been through fucking hell and back myself. With hell and patience that you have to go with, it will reward you. Now, the first stage for me was 7 weeks. The second stage wasn't so long, but I could have done something better, but it is what it is. You're bound to fail because human beings are supposed to fail. They're not supposed to be perfect, in my opinion. You're only human and you're only there to make experiences. And a failure is nothing more than a experience to try again. So if you were to go out there and lose, in reality, you're just trying to find another experience or another opportunity to finally win. So as long as you keep trying again and again and again, you'll make it. Now, it could be bad advice for you, but that's how I literally done it myself, right? Um, it took 7 weeks for me, and then it took 4 weeks for me, and then it starts to get smaller and smaller. It was supposed to be 2 weeks. I have no idea what the fuck happened. It turned out to be 2 months. All because a teacher fucking yelled at me because I couldn't get fucking Adobe. But it is what it is. Then I moved on to the second semester, and here I am right now. I just need to do a bit of homework here and there, but overall, I'm doing having a good moment. Uh, I'm gonna see if I can try. I'm not worried about finding a therapist, but I do want to at least try and talk to at least one therapist in 2021. So this year. But even if I don't find a therapist, it's not that big of a deal. It would just be really nice to talk to one. But to a therapist that I want to talk to, not a random therapist that my parents found and say, hey, go talk to him. He's really nice. He's the one that you're looking for, right? Yes, but does he know who the fuck, how I feel? You know what I mean? So I need to find my own therapist, not my parents, not my dad, not my own brother, even though my brother does help me out quite a lot. But it's I need to try and find my own therapist. And here's another lesson before the video ends. If your therapist doesn't work, just simply quit that therapist and find a new one. Simple and easy as that. Because that therapist, all he's doing is either wasting your money or trying to delay your version of healing, right? And if you want to fucking heal, really, really fucking heal up emotionally, you either need some seriously good advice, like Psych2Go, for example, and I've used Psych2Go quite a bit, or you need to talk to an actual therapist when it comes to either some serious shit or some anxiety shit or this missing hole problem that even I felt. Something there's this core around you, and it's there's something that's not entirely filled up just yet, and you don't know why just yet. And that's what I'm trying to fill up myself. I hope my 45 minutes of ranting has been at least somewhat interesting for you. Am I planning to make another video? Yes, but whenever the fuck I feel like it. I don't plan to make a video whenever the fuck the next time I need to do it, because I don't have a schedule. I just make a video whenever. But yeah, I'll see you all whenever, because it's gonna be nearly 15 minutes. So I'll see you at whenever, really. Bye.